Hello everyone, I'm Wafik Tri Aulia from Makassar Public University, Faculty of Engineering, D3 Fashion Design Study Program. Fashion designer. A fashion designer is a person who is responsible for creating clothes or accessories. So, the existence of this profession is very important in the fashion industry. In Indonesia, the profession as a fashion designer is also always ugly because it has good career prospects. This is also shown by the holding of various fashion design schools spread across many cities in Indonesia. It was explained above that fashion designers is a profession that is responsible for creating clothes and accessories. However, usually a fashion designer will not make all types of clothes or accessories at once. They generally have a specialty. For example, fashion designers who only focus on making wedding dresses, ready-to-wear clothes, shoes, or jewelry. In fact, there are also fashion designers who only focus on designing costumes that are only used in movies, television shows, or theater. Reporting from prospects. There are three main types of fields of the fashion designer profession. Here's the explanation. High street fashion. There are many fashion designers who have specialized in making high street fashion. Generally, this kind of clothing will be mass produced and distributed to various countries. A fashion designer should be able to create clothes with a style that can attract attention so that it can be a trend. Typically, the audience will be interested in buying this outfit because it is influenced by the influencer or celebrity dress style. Ready to wear. Ready to wear clothing is usually created by an established fashion designer who already has a familiar name. Usually, they make ready to wear clothing collections which are produced in relatively small quantities because they already have a special target audience. Haute couture. A, a fashion designer who usually makes haute couture clothing is those who already have big names because haute couture is a special types of clothing that takes a very long time to make, starting from choosing the material to the sewing process is done very carefully so that the resulting work usually has an expensive selling value. World fashion brands will generally always make haute couture collections to showcase their creativity and latest innovations in the fashion world. The job responsibilities of a fashion designer, along with an explanation from Kron, Betterdim, and Learn. Observing fashion trends and predicting the style of clothing desired by consumers. Brainstorm with the team to choose a collection theme. Choose materials and techniques to design clothes or accessories according to the specific theme. Start designing clothes or accessories. This can be done by sketching first and then using a computer program to perfect the design. Meet with manufacturers to find suitable materials to be used as the main design material. making design prototypes to be exhibited at an exhibition or presented directly to consumers. Monitor the production process to maintain the quality of the clothes or accessories. Here are the skills reported from the balanced careers. Creative thinking. The main skill required by a fashion designer is creative thinking. Without this skill, that one will have difficulty to create a new design. Creating a design for clothing or accessories is not easy. The reason market research and has many references is the obligation. If it is not able to make innovative design, of course, the work of the fashion designer will be difficult to know by many people. Communication. In completing the work, of course, a fashion designer can do it myself. He must work with the team that will help him. That's why the communication skills are very necessary to have, because he must be able to communicate, to convey his idea to the team well. In addition, fashion designers should also master active listening, because they also need to get input from every team member. Draw and pay attention to detail. 1K success becomes a reliable fashion designer is a meticulous nature. If you try this one profession, the accuracy is the obligation. If you cannot be careful, of course the work produced will not be maximal. Starting from looking for ideas to create design, create sketches, searching materials, as well as production processes should be done carefully. Work prospect. As mentioned above, the career prospects of the fashion designer profession are very good. This is because the development of the fashion industry in the country is always increasing. Reporting from CNBC, the fashion industry in 2019 contributed to Indonesia's creative economy up to 119 trillion. So it can be seen that the fashion industry is very promising, and there is nothing wrong if you are interested in trying it. A fashion designer usually graduates from design school or has taken design courses. The easiest way to increase your experience is to do an internship as an assistant fashion designer. You will definitely get a lot of new knowledge and can feel what it's like to work in the fashion industry. There are so many fashion designers who start their careers from the bottom and don't immediately create their own brands. When you have a lot of work experience and skill are getting a hand, of course you can consider creating your own brand in the future. This is an explanation of the fashion designer profession, starting from job responsibilities, skill needed to work, prospects. If you want to try this profession from now on, prepare yourself as best you can and learn the skills needed. Remember that fashion designer is a very promising profession, so if you want to be successful, you must always develop skills.